You know why you clicked on this video. You want to see how good we made the Rams this season. Let's get right into it.
Right into it. Week 1 is against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. Now, this will be a hard game because the Lions aren't good.
Yeah, it'll be a difficult one. Yeah.
Especially opening the season, too. And I believe that the Lions have enough offensive weapons that the Rams defense can't cover them that well.
I agree. I think that the Lions will take this one.
Yep, so we give the Rams their first loss of the season on their first game of the season. But Rams go straight from that to a divisional opponent, this time being against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yep, there's not much to say about this. I just think that all around the Rams are a better team than the Cardinals, so that's why they take the win here.
Yep, I am a Cardinals believer, but I believe that the Rams are better. That's not much. But a team that the Rams are very equal to, not very equal to, are slightly worse than, but close to, is the 49ers. Now,
see, this one they get to play at home.
Yeah, SoFi Stadium.
Brock Purdy, he throws sometimes. He throws against a tough opponent. And I'm seeing right now a tough opponent.
Yep.
So I'm going to say at SoFi, the Rams take it.
Giving the Rams their second win on the season for a big upset against the 49ers.
Yep.
Now the Rams follow this week against the Bears at Soldier Field.
This one's going to be a tough one. I think it could go either way. It just depends on how offense plays for the Bears. But I'd say the Rams win here.
Giving the Rams their third win of the season. Now, from one NFC North opponent to another, they have to go play the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field.
I'll let you speak on this one because
I'm
not a Packers believer, and you know.
I'll cover this one. They go from Soldier Field being probably one of the most, not toxic fan bases, but, they will let you know that they're Bears fans, to the Packers, which is just 10 times worse, being probably the most aggressive fans in terms of
no,
we're going to wear cheese hats and shove beer down your throat because our beer bellies are massive.
I would say they're one of the most ones, but I wouldn't say they are.
All right, fine. And they are one of the most up there fan bases. And at Lambeau, too, I think everyone in the league knows that Lambeau is never an easy game. And, I think Packers, as much as he hates to agree with me on this, I think the Packers are going to take the win, giving the Rams their second loss in the season.
Yeah.
Now, the Rams' bye week is actually absurdly early in their season, in week 6. So
there's earlier ones.
Yeah, so they're only 3-2 going into it. But there's other stuff we got to cover in this bye week, and that is our other videos. And if you're liking this, which it's early in the video, but if you like it so far, feel free to subscribe. We got tons of other videos in this style for the predictions, and we'll have more coming out throughout the season with other football-related topics.
Go watch our Seahawks one that we just posted earlier today.
Great video.
Good video.
If you want to see how absolutely awful or absolutely good they did, you're not going to know because you're not going to watch it. But following their bye week...
Whoa, don't tell them they're not going to watch it.
Oh, my bad, because you haven't watched it, so go watch that one. That's my mistake. I gotta say the right things next time. Anyways,
exactly.
Raiders is their next game. This one being at home.
Yep. The Raiders, I do think they're going to be decent. I don't think that they're going to be that good. Simply said, the Rams are going to win here.
Yep. Rams should just be able to overwhelm them with a much better team. And speaking of being a much better team, the Vikings is up next at SoFi Stadium, which
I don't want to say anything more about how awful the Vikings are going to be due to injuries and other things. So we're not going to dive into that. We're just going to keep it short here too. The Vikings lose against the Rams.
They sure do. And if you want to see how bad we think the Vikings do, go watch that video. And that's part of our NFC North coverage, which is a full video of the whole division opposed to just a single team. So yeah, if you want to go watch that, go watch that. Now, next week is another divisional opponent, and they have the Seattle Seahawks at Lumen Field.
Now, this one's going to be tough. And if you watched earlier, you would know that the Seahawks take this one home. Because why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
You got to give the Seahawks a little love here and there. And it could be good. I can hope. Seahawks fans can hope. But next week is the Miami Dolphins. Pretty decent team pretty good team when it comes to offense.
Yep.
Very good team.
I think it's safe to say that the Dolphins are going to upset the Rams here.
Yep.
In a week. I forgot what week it was. I wasn't even looking.
9, I think.
Week
Now,
9 win.
Now, if you wanna talk about upsets, the thing that is super upsetting is being a Patriots fan, and that's where this game comes in, being their Week 11 game. And I mean, I don't know if we need to say anything else. I think you'd be upset if we kept talking, trying to make a case for the Patriots because they're not gonna win.
Not a case. There's not a case.
Now, from one team in that area to another. You get the Eagles.
Now this is what I'd call the most toxic fan base.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say.
With famous people such as EDP445 coming from this fan base. Not a great guy.
Oftentimes they're pedophiles.
Yep.
Just kidding.
All Eagles fans. We can't say that though. That was a joke.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, don't hate us.
But anyways, I don't think the Eagles are going to be that good this year.
Mm-mm.
If you go watch our NFC East video, you'll see the record that we gave them. So go do that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So
but I think that the Eagles lose against the Rams here for the main reason that they have lost some key pieces.
That is very true. Though they did just get a new piece, which that's posted on our YouTube short if you want to go watch that.
Exactly.
And following the Eagles, they go over to the New Orleans Saints. I'll let Mason cover the Saints on this one.
Yeah, I'm not a Saints believer. We made our post on the Saints. Unfortunately, we don't have them doing that great, but you'd have to go watch to see what their record is. Once again. But I think it's going to be a pretty easy win here for the Rams.
Most definitely. Rams walk away with their 8th season.
Yeah.
Now their next week is against actually the Buffalo Bills, who this year are looking a little rougher as a team because they don't really have a true wide receiver one.
Yep. I don't think they're going to be amazing, but what I do think they're going to do this week is they're going to go out there and they're going to upset the Rams.
Oh yeah, giving the Rams their 5th loss of the season. Now, from one upset to another game that should be a pretty easy win for their opponent. This is the 49ers at home for the 49ers being, it's going to be a rough one.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that the Niners are going to take this one home.
Yep, give the Rams their 6th loss of the season. Now, they've already played, a couple of New England teams, being the Patriots, the Eagles, and
New England. Ooh.
New England is an area, I believe.
No, it's literally where it's Massachusetts. Massachusetts is New England.
Well, you know what else is in New England-ish? The Jets. They're in New York, which has the word "new" in it. That's the correlation we're going with here. And we're keeping that all in the video. So they play the Jets in New York, and
they're gonna go in. They're gonna beat the Jets, man. I'm telling you. Aaron Rodgers is gonna be like, "What the frick, dog?"
Exactly. Word for word, actually. And then Jets usually don't go over too well in New York. Following that week they got the Cardinals. Wow. Another thing that flies in the sky. And this one is in State Farm Arena in Arizona.
I don't think it matters where it's at. The Rams are just better than the Cardinals, so they're going to win that one.
And to close off their season, 10-6, very playoff-abled schedule, or very playoff-abled record, but they're going to be hungry for that 11th win. And they play the Seahawks at home, I believe, this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, ignore the at. Yeah, they play Seahawks at home this season.
What am I doing, bro?
So
I
yeah,
literally fixed everything but that. That's crazy.
it's one. It should be rough. It's or not rough. It should be important for the Rams to win.
So
And,
I think they're gonna ball out
Oh yeah,
and beat the Seahawks for their final game this season.
giving them a final record of 11-6, ending off their season with a very, very good record.
Yep.
But is it good enough to make the playoffs? Who knows? Go watch the
Yeah,
rest of our
check it out
predictions, and then
videos.
you can make that for yourself.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you liked what you watched, feel free to subscribe. It's free, takes no time, and it helps us out a lot.
We're gonna be pumping out more here in the next week and a half.
Oh yeah.
So
So yeah, thank you
keep
very,
an eye.
very much for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one.
Yep. Later.